Hi everybody, it's Andrea, aka Violet Kitty 411, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to everybody who has been engaging with comments, likes, and subscribing. You know I do appreciate it so much as we enjoy the best game in the Sims franchise together, The Sims 2. So we are back on the building side of Old Town again for another family redesign, and this time it's going to be one of the true originals, one that I think a lot of people have been waiting for. That's it. That's right. We are going to redesign the Newbies. Betty and Bob are great friends. They may be new in town, but they feel like they've found the place they were destined to live. Will they stay and make their life in Old Town, or will they find somewhere more pleasant? That's kind of fun. Okay, so let's go ahead and check them out. So here they are. You may have gleaned that they are not actually married yet, but they are friends. And Betty does desire to fall in love, so we will actually be doing that before we end today. But let's go ahead and take a look. Now, this is not their TS1 or their TS2 personality. This is an average of all the personalities across the board between Sims 1 and Sims 2 console games. Same with Bob. So it came out pretty close to what they were in Sims 1. But I kind of wanted them to be very holistically across the board. So here we have Betty. Betty knows her mother sees her as a second chance to reach the stardom she left behind. She's into music, but she's not sure she wants to make it into a career in the same way her mother dreams about. And Betty is a music enthusiast. And Bob is an Aquarius. Bob Newbie loves to lie around and read. He's a good man, but can't seem to clean up around the house. He doesn't know what he wants to do with his life. And Bob is a film and literature enthusiast because he is a bookworm both as his TS3 and TS4 self. So that really worked out well. As a matter of fact, Betty just rolled up the music, which I wanted her to do, but Bob I had to tweak to make him a film and literature enthusiast. Now this home is small. It is 79.5 tiles, and they don't have a lot to work with. Their net worth is currently under 18,000. So of course, what I can do with it will be limited by how much we roll for the multiplier. Of course, 1.5 keeps it at roughly the same value. Upgrading for the depreciation that we have, but we'll see what we've got. So we've got our large main room, a TV, a radio, little card table, 2 chairs, no stove, simple bathroom, and 1 bedroom. So yes, we do need to get them in love because they only have 1 bedroom. And let's go ahead and find out what the world has for them. Okay, so let's take a spin. And it's 1.5, so we're going to be keeping it short, sweet, and to the point. So the lot value of 16,088 plus 1,131 equals 17,219 times 1.5 is 25,828. That is our budget. So let's go ahead and evict them and get started. So now we've got our budget. Let's go ahead and see what we can do with this tiny little house. So I had hoped for a little bit more of a budget so I could expand this house, but I usually don't play them terribly long in this house. I usually prefer to move them to Appleview Farm, and so I will actually also remodel that for them, but not right now. So let's get our tabula rasa like we are used to doing, because that will actually make this process a little easier. I'm hoping that I'm able to come up with something that is rather original that we have never done before with this house. So of course we have to have at least 3 rooms, a main room, a bathroom, and a bedroom, but we'll see if we can get something else out of it like this. So with the goal being to get a second bedroom in, and that was the only goal that I put forward here, I'm going to do this as the main bedroom, a bathroom here, and then just the second bedroom. And that's the sum total of this floor plan, because we'll have the main room, what will be Brandy's room someday, the bathroom, and the bedroom that Betty and Bob will share as soon as I can get them into a love relationship. Now, in order to delineate the living space, I came up with a little bit of a plan, and that is to create a small open kitchen. And Betty's favorite color is pink and Bob's is gray, so I looked for a way to pull both of them in. So we've got the gray linoleum and the gray carpet, and then we have the pink walls in the kitchen area and the pink and gray walls in the main room. Now for our little kitchenette area, we have 4 counters, the pink refrigerator and a good quality stove, which they didn't have to begin with, a sink and an inexpensive dishwasher. Over here they have a Formica table and the coordinating chairs, and to finish it out, a little trash can. And for our main living area, we will use primarily colors of gray. For the couch and the console, we've got our electronics and gaming system, even a pink boombox and a pink phone, and a couple of pink blinds. Now, since Betty is completely convinced that she will have a baby girl someday, we're outfitting the nursery in an overage of pink because it makes her happy. And Betty and Bob decided to keep the bathroom very neutral with gray on white and just your classic fixtures along with a medicine cabinet. And for the master bedroom, of course, Betty and Bob have a good friendship right now and they can share, but it won't be long before they are deeply in love, and so both colors are reflected. So right now our house is fully furnished, but of course I do need to put finishing touches on. I'm currently at $22,085 out of $25,828, so I'm in pretty good shape. So let me put the finishing touches and I will be back. So let's take a look at our newly renovated Newbie house. On the exterior, I didn't make any major changes. I just changed the textures to the gray tile and the gray roof, and also added some florals across the front. Otherwise, that remained unchanged. In the back, we replaced the fountain with a chess set. Now, you did see how I decorated the house in pinks and grays, so both Bob and Betty are represented. So we've got our main living area with our tiny little dinette. Then there is the kitchenette. Then going to our tiny little hallway, if we move to the right, we enter what will eventually be a nursery for Brandy, who is not even a twinkle in Bob's eye as yet. Then we have our little bathroom. And finally, we have the master bedroom. Everything has been lit up, a little bit of decoration, and it's ready to move in. Okay, so the house sells for $24,213, and our newbies have $25,828, so a bit over $1,000 left over. Let's see if we can get them in love. And of course, we see the goth house behind them. And there's our 2 kids just standing around. Okay, Betty would like to flirt. Bob would like to buy an easel and buy a sculpture. We can make all of that happen. So Bob would like to become the law, and also wants to get a job in law, so let's see if we can find him that. And Betty, why don't you flirt with Bob? Well, don't ask him to join. You need to flirt with him. Flirt, charm. There we go. All right, we've got a crush. Wonderful. Now these two were actually made with university only, so I don't know what. Okay, formal wear and creative, no face makeup, and his are glasses, great cook, and doesn't like cologne. Okay, we'll fix that. Okay, Betty, I need you to drink Renew You, and Bob, you drink Renew You. Bob, you're going to like brown hair and makeup, and your turn off the being cologne. Actually, that's turn off being stink. That's fine. And Betty, you will like facial hair and I guess brown hair. And your turn off will be plantsomism. That's great. Wonderful. Now talk about factories. That's great. And Bob, why don't you ask her out on a date? Okay, great. Okay, Bob, let's start with a charm and then start strong with a joke. Congratulations, that was done well. And Betty, you engage in a little bit of flirtation and then have a little bit of talky talk. Wonderful. And how about a tickle and then a sweet oh, that didn't go well. That's okay, we can fix it. So having a tickle, that'll be good. Okay, great. And Bob, why don't you go grab that computer from Mr. Humble? And Betty, you probably need to pay. Now, I traditionally always had Betty with black hair, but she apparently has brown in almost every rendition of her, so I did make her with brown hair. They do each have a black hair gene, though, so their little girl could have black hair if everything goes according to plan. And, oh, a new newspaper has been delivered. We should check to see if that's available. And his dream job is not available, but give him a tickle, because that's awesome. Maybe let's try a back rub. We've got Welcome Wagon, which is Sylvia Marie Meshuggah, and who else? Hi, Sylvia. And Melissa Billingsley and Chris Bentley. Okay. And that went over well. But he doesn't have any desire to interact with her, so that's not fantastic. Okay, we had him check out. Why don't you go in for the peck, Miss Betty? Okay, good job. And you've definitely got romance on the mind. Him, not so much. Well, you're going to have to take the lead here, my dear. Oh, he rejected you. He rejected the kiss, but he was okay with the hug. And try another flirt. Hold his hands. Ooh, he doesn't want to flirt with you. That's embarrassing. Try a charm. Okay, he's handling that. That's fine. Oh, finally, he wants to engage with her. Excellent. Give her a back rub. There we go. And now why don't you give her a little kiss? There we go. All right, how about a little bit of a sweet talk and a leap into his arms? Wonderful. Give him a back rub, Betty. You've got this. You're the queen of dating. Let's go in for a smooch. We can't make out yet, but if we go in for a smooch, we've got a better chance of... Oh, we both want to do that. And how about another smooch? Okay. We're so close to a dream date. Can you make out yet? Yes, you can. Look at you go. All right, dream date, and now let's go ahead and end the date because you're both in great shape. Congratulations. All right, and Bob, why don't you ask her on another date? Now we've got enough points that we can get some cool shades and start up again. Okay, Bob, you want to give a back rub to Betty, so she's got the cool shades on and that'll work. 51 daily or lifetime points, and now 66. Wonderful. And now she'll put on those cool shades and go ahead and give her a makeout sesh. She's not in love with it yet, but she's getting there. How's 100? Oh, that's right. Makeout doesn't count. Okay, but you know what? Flirting does. And now they are both in love. Hug her romantically, and hopefully you'll spin up the want to get engaged. Yes. And you know what? That's a pretty good day for them. Look at Betty taking the lead, laying it on with him. Way to go, Betty. Very nice serenade there, Betty, but give him a big old smoocheroo, and you give her a back rub. I feel like that is good for them. So our Betty and Bob are clearly ready to get engaged, which is my goal for them for today. So don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I will see you soon in the pixelated world, and that's all I have to say. VK out.